Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Art Weekly. Last week I had great fun with the Puffer Girl, with the figure drawing, and I dug out another magazine and another Harper's Bazaar from this one 2019, and there are a few fantastic pages in here all about Karl Lagerfeld, and he's starting from his early career, and I've stopped on these pages, the early pages, because there's a nice figure here from behind. I do like a figure from behind because I don't then have to stress about getting the features on the face. But she looks quite snazzy, and it was an image from 1958. So I'm going to have a little go at that. And it looks, what was current in 58 looks incredibly on trend now. Isn't it amazing? Everything comes round. I do love a bit of fashion illustration, and there are some great ones in here. Karl Lagerfeld, there's actually this is a self-portrait there. That was Paris, January 2003. So I will get started. She's rather large. Her head actually needs to be much bigger. I can see that now. So this is what, in my opinion, the sketchbook is good for. I can see where I've gone wrong. I've gone far too clunky here. And I started on the head, and wherever I seem to start, I seem to go tight and then loosen up. So it might be an idea just to get the figure, the figure in, and then go to the head. I'll go again. But what I think I'll do is go in on a few timed attempts. And I'm asked sometimes about the relevance, or what's the benefit maybe of doing timed drawings. And I'm going to go blind contour as well. And there are so many advantages to it, I think. If you get in the habit of doing a quick time drawing, when you're out and about and you want to catch something really quickly, you've developed a good habit for getting something down fast. It's a warm up. It's a warm up, and it allows you to see where what bit your eye wants to focus on. I find it interesting. I find it really good fun, and I find it quite addictive actually. So I'm going to set the timer. It might enable me to distort this figure in a way that I might be able to then take that idea into a painting as I'm looking to alter proportions and play with the figure in a series of paintings. So here we go then. I'm just going to blind contour. I've looked at the page to put the pen back on. Right. Oh, I forgot to put so blind contour, I forgot to put the timer on. I'll come over here. Timer's set on 3 minutes, so we're away. Come on, Gaynor, you've got a minute to go. Right, okay, so maybe I'll come up from the bottom. Right, she's the most exciting one so far, to my mind. These are Fibrillo. Caran d'Ache. I don't know even if there's any. No. I wonder, they're so old. Let's see if they're meant to run with water. So, yes. Not very dark black. I obviously used a lot of the black. Much happier with her. So my thinking immediately would be some kind of, this is a Beryl brush pen. Yeah, there's a bit of something in that. I don't know if they are going to react with water. Yeah, a little bit. So I could start to put in here. I could start to play with some sort of abstracted ground for her. This is a Beryl Fine. Obviously, as usual, all I want to do is press in. I've got a piece of spare paper here. Press in a little bit. Okay, so I'm really glad I indulged myself this morning in taking a little bit of time to fish out some more pens. I've realised when they're bundled into a pencil case, they're sorted, but I can't see them. If I can't see them, I don't use them. I've found some tops of boxes to be really useful. So bigger ones than that I'll be looking for, so that I can have things laid flat, and then if I need the space I can stack them on top of each other. But what is the point in having your supplies if they're not all laid out in front of you? You're not going to reach for them, and that's just senseless. So I've told myself, I like that she's got this crazy big hand, and I can play with her. So maybe it was a good idea to stand the magazine up, because with it laying down, she's completely lost her legs in these ones, but still really good fun. You have to have somewhere, and where better than your sketchbook, to experiment and have a go. Oh, Pam, if you're watching, can you believe I have got at my fingertips the very same Matisse? This is a postcard. Pam sent me some sketching she's been doing, and I couldn't believe my eyes that it's Matisse's Jean-Fille or Anémone. I don't know if that's how you say anémones in French. Anémone. But so we were both drawn to that image, and she's great, isn't she? So yeah, I like that. What else have I got here? I've only got a few things here. This is another Matisse. This is Nature morte au buffet vert. So still life, green, the green buffet table. I like the colours, drew me in there. And I've got, these came from a trip to Martigny ages ago. And this is a Paul Cézanne, Fleur dans une vase vert. Have you enjoyed my French this week? and I thought that was quite pretty. I keep a little collection of postcards. My latest was a Joan Erdley, and I just enjoy looking at them and having them around. It's just, you know, I'm never gonna have a Matisse on my wall, but these are just nice. We're in October, and towards the end of November there will be a general exhibition in the Pantiles, and I have got the opportunity to put 3 paintings in, so I need to start thinking a little bit about, is there anything I want to get framed up for it? I'm looking at Hale Beach. Let me grab it. I think the roses, I think I'll ask Craig if he can sort a nice frame for Hale Beach, and the roses, that's 2. They talk to each other, and I'm contemplating Seven Sisters as I'm looking at it. This is a 10 by 12 I've just unpacked, and this is about a 30 centimetre by 60, I think. So I quite like the idea of a figure on there. So first thing to do is to mess up, get some paint down, get a ground down. I might go for something dark. So any mark. And pale olive. Straight out of the tube. Let's turn it. I think this is my all-time favourite way of getting paint down on the canvas. Straight from the tube, using the palette knife. Freedom. Just that feeling of freedom to do whatever you feel like. I'm looking at all my tubes of buff. And I'm just going to go, oh, that's nice. I'm just going to put a little bit of buff on there. And then, because it's lovely and thick, I can just walk away and let that dry, come in tomorrow or whenever, and to me it's so much nicer than the panic of a white canvas. The other thing I could do at this stage is take my board and I could push that on and lift it. Yeah, not too, there's not quite enough. Let's go that way. I think the paint's a bit, it's drying already. There. Do the two. Oh, this looks like a running figure. Oh, with the leg here. That might be fun. I've got some things. I've got quite a lot of Posca pens, and how many Lamy pens does a person need? I've got to stop. That's a problem, buying Lamy ink pens. So I've got a few things that I'm going to take down. Short and sweet on the painting, but I'm really happy to get some paint ready to begin on some more figures. I want to do more in the sketchbook. Got to ask nicely for a frame, and then it must be lunchtime. Well, I had a look last night, and I have a habit in Sketchbook of cleaning off my brush or tool, whatever I've been using, and it gives me a few, every now and then, random painty pages. So I took one of these pages and decided to go with a very blocked in attempt at that same figure, and I can work more on that, but that encourages me because I like that abstract, unknown background. I've got these pages. What often happens is I go forward to find clean pages. Often if I'm working on the cards, I need a clean surface, and then any overspill or any pressing will give me something, and I don't worry about it because I know I will use those pages at some point in time. So this sketchbook is not all sketching, it's for everything. It's just for the everyday. When I'm working in a smaller way, with the paint, with the pens. Oh, I found a nice tray, top of a box this morning. So I think I could have the whole selection of Poscas in there. But I'm really, really happy with my trays, with the way my trays are working out. It's really good. Yeah, my passion for all these pens and pencils, it's a thrill to get everything out and know that they will be used. So I can have another go on the opposite page. I can almost, the more I'm getting into these figures, I can start to see them in abstraction. It's like looking at the sky, isn't it? At the clouds, you can make out the form of something. And I like that. I really like that. They're all broad. Posca. Oh, that looks brand new. So I won't go with that. If we got one, let's try that. Quite simply, if I don't like the black lines, you can remove them. Let that dry and then I'll put some definition. Just keep building and building and building. So pressing here, I put down some white paint there. Just that bit of press has picked up a bit of the Posca, but not all of it. I really like these accidental effects that you couldn't make in any other way, these marks. I'm ending here this week, guys. So much more fun to be had with some more sketchbook pages, keeping the focus on the figure, I think. For next week, I'll be hopefully back in the cabin again, working on canvas. Well, I think it's nice actually to be able to work between the two. Quite often here in the UK, the mornings are dreary and drizzly, and then if it brightens up in the afternoon, I can work a bit in here when I've got the time and then head up to the cabin after lunch. So all good stuff. I'm going to film, but work on the alteration, on the studio alteration, has started, and I'll try and keep you up to date on what's happening there. The beauty of it is we'll be able to make our alterations outside before we have to interfere with anything inside, if that makes sense. Other exciting news, fingers crossed, I've opened up the international shipping on the web shop. So I'm praying that works. I love hearing in the comments, there's such a broad spectrum of viewers. Some people are working on textile art, sewing, painting, collaging. It's great, isn't it? The field of creativity is so broad, and I love that. So good to hear what everybody's up to, and have a great week. And as usual, I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.